All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin.
I'm Tarsha.
And this is Conversations with The Crawleys. We do conversations about faith, family relationships, and recaps, reviews, and commentary on the shows that we are watching. This is all about Ready to Love Philadelphia, the Getaway Edition episode, I guess is what we're going to call this.
I guess. I'm just trying to get back in the groove of it.
Yeah.
Like, what were we watching?
Yeah. So if this is content that you enjoy, you know what to do by now. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications.
And share.
And meet us in the comments. All right. So we didn't cover the last week. Y'all didn't miss it. We missed it.
They probably did. They're trying to figure out if they want to finish watching it.
Yeah.
Does anyone care? Is anybody still together again? You probably do.
Who are these people? That's the other question. So anyway, so this is the getaway episode, the getaway trip. What's her name? Shanice was the one that was basically not Shanice. I'm sorry. Shanice that was left. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Shanice was sent home as not being ready to love. Mm-hmm. All right. So,
and also we didn't say last episode. Raheem went home.
Yeah. Naeem.
My bad.
Yeah. Radio Raheem.
The man with the 5 kids.
Name what movie that's from. All right. So basically, as far as this trip, this is always where things kind of take a turn. This is always where stuff comes out. This is always where stuff, where situations are settled. But also this is where hidden couples kind of come to the forefront. Well, historically.
Yeah. You realize that the person you've been talking to
is talking to other people.
He has a number 2, or he had number 2 and number 3.
Or number 10.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So.
All right. So, and speaking of, Cam has 3 connections. So he's like, I don't know how I'm going to navigate this.
Right. At least he's aware of it.
Yes. Now, on the way up on the bus, he is booed up with Sahara.
Mm-hmm.
They are sitting. Mm-hmm. He's got his arm around her. They're talking, what have you. Seems to be a good connection there. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. And she's telling him, like, by the end of this trip, you need to narrow that down.
Make a decision.
Yes.
Figure it out.
Yes.
Kiara is on the bus with Jay and is basically like, don't embarrass me. Don't.
Keep it PG-13.
Don't. We not about that. So they get to the house, and actually this time they didn't drive up separately. It looks like Tommy was like, I'm going to get y'all a party bus since it's Philly. So they may not, there may be some people that don't necessarily have a car. They may use public transportation. I don't know, like New York does. I don't know. I'm trying to get.
We know Cisco don't have no car.
I was trying to be nice, but go ahead.
What do you mean be nice? It's the truth.
It's facts.
Yes. Right? Didn't they talk about it in the last episode?
I believe so, yes.
He's getting back on his feet.
Yes.
So he doesn't have a vehicle.
Yes.
So it makes sense.
Yep. All right. So anyway, he gets on a party bus to go up to out to the house. So the ladies do a scramble for the rooms. Mm-hmm. Most of the guys are like, wherever I'm sleeping is fine.
Right.
Cisco's like, that looks familiar. That's a couch. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep there. Until Tay is like, listen, share the room with me.
I thought he went in the room.
He did.
Where she was.
Yes, but I'm just talking. Let's give him a little illusion to a little later when he's sleeping on the couch. Let me go with my flow here.
Whatever. First, you don't want to talk about he don't got no car. But then you say he sleeps on the couch. Okay. All right.
Well, you open the door.
I didn't open the door.
You did.
It's the truth. There's no door to open. Okay. It's been said on the show.
I got you.
I'm not pretending he doesn't have a vehicle unless hopefully he's gotten one by now. But hey.
So
aspirations.
Yes. So they're all kind of around the house, what have you. Nothing major until Jay is on the couch with Sahara. Mm. And he mentions in like his producer cut aside or whatever that they kind of connected at the block party, which feels like 18 years ago, right? But they connected at the block party and they've been a friendship. He's like, he doesn't want to call her sister because he doesn't want to cut off or close any doors. But he's like, it's not like he's romantically pursuing her. It's like, he's just like, we good. We have a cool vibe. If something pops off, cool. But he's not really looking towards it. It's kind of what I would get from that.
I hear you.
Okay.
I hear you. I mean, I think he was being flirty. I think Sahara, because Cam pulled Rose aside. Sahara saw Cam, talking to Rose. She was like, you know what? I've been flirting with Jay. So while he's busy figuring it out, I'm going to go flirt.
Okay.
Right? Because she's like, I'm wanted to in my head or in truth. So that's why she goes and sits and talks with Jay.
Right. So she throws a leg on his leg.
Right.
They draped legs.
Right.
They got them intertwined.
Right. I personally, I don't see any problem other than when Jay and Kiera, right?
Okay.
That's her name? Were on the bus. He should have made it very clear. You know, I am connecting with you. You are my number one option, but I do have some other options.
But according to her, and we'll get into it a little later, because she does kind of say that, you know, she does say in this segment here that they have solidified themselves as each other. She said that they solidified, which in ready to love terms typically kind of means that they've already, you know, experienced knowing each other. Is typically what that kind of alludes to.
Well, then he's not communicating correctly. Because if you solidified, then there's no hanging out, chilling. This is how I treat my friends. I don't believe that.
Agreed.
I don't believe you treat your friends that way. So
needless to say,
he would definitely be out of order.
Okay. So needless to say, Kiera is ticked. She is cutting eyes. She is pulling daggers, you know, in the spirit realm and whatnot.
Every round.
Cam is like, he's like, oh, what's going on over there? Oh. Okay.
Hey, I got 3 connections. I don't got time to worry about it.
He's like, yeah, do what you do. We'll see what happens. So yeah, Rose and Cam, though, do kind of connect in the room. And she got him some shirts.
Yeah. I don't understand that. I don't understand. I'm only going to buy the person that I'm totally involved with, clothes.
Yep.
Because I don't know if she knows his style. I can't remember
they look like
so
just
far.
Some basic polos, if I remember
That's
correctly.
what I'm saying, polos. So I was like, well, did you get them like on clearance? They were $5 at Kmart. Like
she was at the Burlington racking up
like 3 or 4. Like
she
he
like,
a little boy.
Season about to change. They all got $8.99,
Right.
$8.99 stickers on them.
Like I'm getting this. Plus I'm using my 10% off when I get a credit card.
Or was it her previous? Oh, never mind.
Ooh, wow. I don't know nothing about that, but that to me, it's just interesting. I guess the best way to put it, because I don't know how to describe that kind of scenario. You're buying clothes for a man that you may or may not have a relationship with.
Right.
Even if you're my best friend, unless you down broke, I can't see myself just buying you clothes.
Right.
Right? Unless you down on your luck.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand that part, right? So he easily accepted it. She didn't even put it like a gift. She like pull it out her bag. Like, here you go. This about your size? Because this is my boy's, but it didn't fit him, but I think it'll fit you. Like, that's kind of...
that's that energy.
kind of energy she was on. That's that energy. I was like, okay. Yep. So I am... Every time we're in this ready to love space and women are indicating that God is the love of their life, that's what they're portraying over the camera. But yet you're picking men who have decided that either they're not going to involve themselves with God or they're not at that level of commitment to God. I don't understand how they think they're going to be committed to them.
She bought him a shirt. That's how.
I
who knows what she did with that shirt before she gave it to him.
I'm concerned with women who are not finding men of God, who are settling for men who have decided, I'm not going to church. God is not going to be my source. He cannot. And then you want him to lead your house. You want to be in a dating relationship with him. I'm really concerned where the women really are in their spiritual growth.
Understandable.
So
That may be a different conversation that we have.
Yeah, because I would go ahead and let Cam go. He was honest about where he was, and you can't change someone, not that way. Be his friend then.
Right.
Build a relationship and see if he'll grow in Christ. But leave him alone romantically if God's not going to be a part of his life. That's my thought.
All right. Again, Cisco was asleep on the couch.
He was, my God, for you to be so active and like you work out, like you only sleep and work out, like...
I'm just saying it felt comfortable for him.
It's like he's catching up. Like, are you working 12-hour, 15-hour days? And it's like, I finally got a day off?
So, then there's this conversation that starts to happen with Angie and Cam and some other folks, right?
Because they're in the kitchen.
They're in the kitchen talking spicy versus toxic, right? He's like, I like a person who's spicy, but I don't necessarily want someone who's toxic, right? And then there is the statement about busting windows out the car.
Yeah, because Angie's like, no, tell me, what's the difference? I don't know what the difference between spicy and toxic.
Right.
And they're like, let me break it down to you as a man.
If you vandalize my vehicle, that's toxic. And she is basically like, well, if you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to get back. I'm going to get my lick back. So Kiera is over there also. She's like, wait, let me make sure I understand. And so they ask Kiera, has she ever busted windows out the car? She's like, nah, I ain't. Mm-mm. She's like, now we gonna deal with if there's something where you hurt me, we gonna address it. Da da da. Angie's like, no, I'm breaking windows.
Because they asked her, have you?
And she said, yeah.
Just one and a half, maybe.
That's
possible two.
That's 3 too many. So
you ain't gonna cost me money.
And she says she's matching energy.
That don't sound like the same energy to me.
But those were her words. Those were her exact words, which will come back around a little later. But she said she's matching energy. So in her head, you cheating, you holding hands with somebody else, you doing whatever you do, the energy that matches that is busting windows out of car. Got you. All right. So Rose and Hussein are over having a conversation about toxic versus spicy as well. And she's kind of like, she doesn't necessarily go for stuff, but she's not giving the toxic energy as well. Right.
Yeah. Cause Hussein like, hold on, you hear that?
Ooh, like, let me
let's check in real quick.
Let me check in.
Cause that's a good question. That's a good question.
Yes.
Because if you're not going to be my place of peace and we can't have a grown conversation about what's hurting you, what's hurting me, and how to resolve it, but you're going to vandalize my car, which could present jail time for you.
Oh, no, it won't. Could be. It will. Because I'm sorry.
If they prosecute,
who prosecute? I'm prosecuting.
Sometimes the attorney don't want to deal with it. They might dismiss it. I'm just saying. It's about the energy giver, but I'm saying. I was like, so Husan checks in, and she's like, nah. Because again, you're giving out all this toxic energy. Mm-hmm. It doesn't produce anything. So Kim was like, oh no. And you're gonna argue about it when I'm trying to tell you that's something you don't want to do. I don't want to be in that space.
Oh yeah.
He's a firefighter.
Yeah, that was coming up. But yeah, she does start to gaslight him when they have the conversation, because they do go have another conversation. Well, he's sitting in another room, like the solarium or whatever. He's sitting in another area. Mm-hmm. And she comes in. First of all, she does something with his head. And I was like, what? What are we doing? We ain't there yet. But then she starts trying to gaslight him. She starts trying to be like, that's the way you took that. No, you said it matched energy.
You're talking through your trauma.
She's like, I only did it one time. That's 2 times too many. Because that means that that there was probably one time where you thought about it, and then one time where you actually acted on it.
And she's not reading the room. He's a firefighter. Imagine, like, he's gone to burning buildings and they find out the girlfriend set the house on fire. Like, so he's seen the toxic. he's seeing where he's going, especially on the fire truck. They're the first responders. It's not the ambulance that gets there first. Firefighters get there before the ambulance arrives.
Typically, yeah.
So he's seen a lot of men who have been attacked by women, and he probably thinking, I don't want that in my home. I work 24 hours getting people out of that situation or prepping them to go to the hospital. And what you're telling me right now is that that's what you do? Because I need peace in my house? Because I get paid to resolve chaos.
Yeah, he gets paid to run into chaos.
Yeah.
No one wants to run into chaos and then come home to chaos.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So she gets upset and walks off. And he's like, yeah, I got some things to think about.
Just to put in another point of that, okay, say, oh, yeah, that's kind of me. But she wasn't even repentive. Let me say this. If she said, you know what?
I did it one time.
I was wrong. I was out of place. I had to learn to control my emotions. I've dealt with those things. I think he would have more grace for her if she came that way.
But no, she came with the gaslighting.
She came with like, I'm justified.
This is not the way you heard me say it. This is not what you heard me say.
I did not
say matching energy. Yeah.
I was like, chick, ooh, boy.
Yeah.
You gone.
Yeah. So later on, Kiara is very distant with Jay. He's kind of like
silent treatment.
He's kind of coming around. She's like, no,
No.
So they do play Truth or Dare Jenga.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Okay. Nothing major out of that. The thing was Tay got the dare of giving a lap dance to her number one. And Khalil was over there like, oh, it ain't me.
Right. Like, so the man with the job don't get lap dance. Okay. All right.
But the bros who sleep on couches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, what else happened? So Rose and Hussein are sharing a room, and she's like, "Ain't nothing necessarily gonna pop off. We're two grown adults. They're asleep. They're two beds
in there. Yeah.
But she's like, but if it gets cold,
oh, I know where warmth is.
Right. So yeah. So then Jay does finally go into Kiara's room, and Kiara's still mic'd up. First of all, this was a setup. She's still mic'd up, and she's laying on the bed, and Jay comes in to try and talk, and she's like, no, I told you don't play in my face. He's like, I wasn't playing in your face. She's like, you playing in my face.
I was like, yeah. When are we going to decide we're going to have real talk as real adults? Because the silent treatment, that doesn't get us nowhere.
Now, there may be a time where it's like, I can't talk right now. Let's revisit. But whenever that happens, you still have to give a time of saying, let's revisit in a little while, right? But the silent treatment, just with continued silence, doesn't work. It doesn't resolve anything. It just prolongs. Oh yeah, it definitely is manipulation.
We need to communicate. So I would have walked in there. So if you're,
He did walk in there. She just never turned towards him, except to yell.
I would have walked in the room like, what's going on right here? What are you, woo? Because you just said, and I'm gonna say it out loud so everybody hears this, that we solidified our relationship. So you let me know, does this look like you're solidifying our relationship? And then let's have a conversation about it.
You talking about what Kiara should have done?
Yes, originally.
I can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yes.
I can agree with that.
And then they could have talked through it.
Or come and said, hey, can I talk to you, and pull them aside and have the conversation and say, that's not behavior that I'm expecting.
Right.
Now that we've solidified our relationship.
Now that we've solidified it. But I'm saying, if you big mad, right, and I gotta express how I'm feeling in the moment, because this is how you done shown in the few minutes that I see we rubbing necks and we're massaging, then that's how I would approach it, and it's still in the same way of like, hey, you messing up and you ain't thinking nothing about this moment, but you kikiing and going from there.
So needless to say, Jay is trying to make his not even apology at this point. He's just trying to kind of talk and be like, hey, you're ignoring me. This is supposed to be our time. Da, da, da.
I don't understand
Kiara's
why.
like, I'm not feeling it. And so he's like, okay, fine. I'm walking out. So he walks out. Okay. Deanna is still there. So she is, I guess her connection is Khalil.
Yeah.
But even that, he's like, it's moving slow. He's like,
right.
I can't see where she's at. He's like, he hasn't gotten any intimacy or deepness from her.
Right. And she's saying the same thing. She's like, I don't know if this is on friendship or not friendship. You know, we don't know kind of men she kind of typically dates when she dates, right? So I think, again, here's where communication comes in.
Right.
Saying, do you feel me? Do I feel you? Do we feel like, is this going beyond a friendship or not? Even talking through it, I think would help to know how to gauge where they are. You know, what else do you want to know about me? Where do you feel like we are connecting? And where are we not connecting?
Right.
And see how they can grow it. But it doesn't look like anyone, let's be honest, it doesn't look like either party is interested in really allowing it to grow. I get it. I get his attention, like, this needs to pick up. But he's not, to me, he's not doing anything beyond this, letting her, he's trying to let her lead it, which I get as a man. You would want
I think he's trying to, I think he's expressed he's interested, but I don't know that she's given the signs back that she's interested.
Okay.
And so I think that's what he's looking for. Is he's looking for those signs.
Like those green lights to say, okay.
Because it's like, okay, if you feeling me, granted, we're in a space where originally there was 10 women, 10 men, or however many it was. And so you probably had, you know, some interest around, right? And so I need to see if this is still interest or if we're just exchanging texts every now and then. So
yeah, get it.
So one other thing with that, Deanna, your hair is fine the way it is, but that wig.
Oh, you prefer the short hair? Yeah, it changes.
Well, let me just say that wig was jarring.
Yeah, the blonde. Yeah,
not just the blondness. The way it was designed and styled was jarring.
I agree.
At least for me.
No, I agree.
Okay.
Because when she does her interview, you're like, whoa.
It was like you see her and then you're like, oh, okay, Deanna. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't come off as authentically her.
No.
And there's a lot of different styles and different things you can do with a wig. And I just don't think it comes off authentically her.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Because some things you pull up like, oh, you pulling that off. Like, oh, you're wearing that. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the next thing is Jay is talking with Khalil. And Khalil is trying to help him understand. Bruh. You kind of put yourself in a position here. This is how she's looking at that. Y'all said y'all connected, y'all booed up, what have you. But then she see you with your legs intertwined over here.
Fix it. Fix it. What movie is that from? Just fix it.
We still need a number 3 from that. We still need a number 3 from that movie.
Bro, no self-awareness.
Without The Rock. Because that was garbage at the end of that movie. All right.
Really?
Like, what? Janet, what are you doing? All right. So, yeah. So Tommy shows up. They're all kind of out the pool, what have you. And it's like, Tommy coming. Tommy coming. So Tommy kind of limps down the grass. And it's talking to the guys and talking to everybody. He's like, okay, I told y'all I was going to throw some curveballs. And of course, magically a baseball appears or some kind of ball appears in the grass. I'm like, dude, whatever. Like, so basically it's a man's choice elimination. So the ladies are sent into the house. The guys go over to the other patio furniture and are talking. Right. And so Tommy's like, okay, who has anything been solidified? Are you still seeing the same person? Da da da. Cisco's like, yeah, I'm with Tay. She let me have, a bed and not sleep on the couch. I'm definitely gonna go with her. Hussein mentions Rose. Jay says he's still locked in with Kiera, but he also tells Tommy what happened. And Tommy was like, yeah, you can't really control the leg intertwining, but you massaging that neck, bro, that was probably your mistake right there. Right. Cam does say that Angie fell down on his list.
Where was there to fall? She was already at the bottom of the list.
Well, let's see how far she fell. If she fell to number 5, because I think she's gone. And then Khalil is like, yeah, D. But he's like, it's moving slow. The other guys are like, yeah, she just seems very standoffish. So the question then at that point is, was she even into anybody that was there?
I don't believe so. It doesn't come across that way.
Yeah.
To me, because how many women are left?
There is 6 women left, I think.
And there's 5 men, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, because I almost feel like 2 women should go home, to be honest. And I know there might be a man that needs to go home.
Well, so here's the thing, because originally, remember the first season was like, we're going to get down to the last 2 couples, right? But in the last few seasons, it's been like, okay, all of y'all say y'all booed up. We're just going to go ahead and cut it here. So now we got 4 couples, right? So at this stage, I mean, let's just keep it a buck. Cisco and Tay is a solidified couple unless something major happens in the next few days, right? Or next few episodes. Hussein is trying to, I guess, solidify Rose and vice versa. Okay. And Rose really has to make a decision between Hussein and Cam.
I really think she only got one decision, but yes, that's true.
Right. Jay is supposedly locked in with Kiera, but that may shift.
But it won't shift. It'll be he off the show.
True.
So that'll be 3.
Right. And then Cam has to make the decision between Angie, Rose, and Sahara. Right? Of those, Angie's gone, I believe.
Angie's gone. I think Cam can be honest in saying, I like Rose, but he needs to be honest saying, I'm not trying to win a match and let Rose go.
So then that means that is he with Sahara now?
That would be up to Cam.
So I would say...
So we got 1 with 3 possibles. If you're paying spades, it sounds like a 1 with 3 possibles.
And that's not a good hand.
That's not a good hand.
I would say what I'm thinking happens is I think Rose connects with Hussein. I think Sahara and Cam, because their energy I think he kind of calms her down some, but I think she also brings him out a little.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that their connection's there. And then Khalil and D, Khalil's going home, should be going home because D should be going home as well.
Yeah. And then they can decide from there if they want to continue to date or be friends.
And then we can finally get to a reunion and have this episode or these episodes done. And then I keep hearing, I don't know if it's Detroit that's next or Chicago. I know there was casting for Chicago. It's weird because I don't even know if there's a second half of the season to Philadelphia, because remember normally they do
too.
Right.
Well, they did. They just cut the season in half. Or what we'll do, instead of having separate casts and doing it twice, we'll pretend like y'all didn't know that this is one season and we'll cut it in half.
Because so far this Philadelphia cast, I'm sorry, there's been some bad cast, but I think this cast has been...
I don't think the casting is bad. You think the casting was bad?
I think that what they had to work with this season, there was no one that I was like, yeah, right? In previous seasons, there's been like, okay, I can see these couples. Now it's just, it really, in my opinion, this just comes off with let's match up so we can make it to the end. That's kind of how I feel. I mean, let's just analyze. Let's just analyze. You got Tay with Cisco.
Okay.
Right? Which yes, there can be a connection there, but you, ladies, you tell me, if you had a guy that was still trying to get on his feet, that you were, he was no car, no home, what have you. And we're not talking about 18, 19, just coming out of high school. A grown man who is the second oldest at this whole event, right? At this whole cast.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me that you would choose that over some of the other guys that were there?
Unfortunately, this happens more than normal. So this is going on in society right now. Women are deciding because they rather have someone in their life, they're engaging in some type of relationship with this type of man. So this is, if anything, a storyline of successful women that are deciding to be with this type of women. I'm not saying all women, I'm not saying all successful women, but this is a storyline that happens in the dating pool.
It's a Tubi story.
But it's still a story. And guess what? Tubi's still getting views.
Tubi is still getting views.
Tubi still, we're talking about Tubi right now.
So I'll just say, for me, I'm not really as engaged, and part of it might also be because they took that 18-month break in between. I'm just not really engaged with this cast the way I've been engaged with other casts before.
I think because they broke it in half. Again, I will always speak to, this is supposed to be entertainment, and people want to live in fantasy land about the reality of relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But how this always spins off for Ready to Love is that they're showing the truth of true relationships. Who you're meeting. You're meeting the creepy, kind of weird, kind of not social person. You're meeting the man who's trying to get back on his feet after he's tried different things, and now he's late in life, and you see the potential in him. And as a Black woman who's already made it, do I give this man an opportunity who can be a loving, caring man, but he just getting back on his feet again? Now you have the one that's successful and is doing well, but all the decisions, and now he has 3 baby mamas and 5 kids. You know, so we're seeing real life situations, and people don't like to see reality. Wow, that kind of where I've been. Wow, that's kind of where I am. They want to see like all these cute petite men and Black women coming together, and then, oh, this is so beautiful, and then they don't last, and then you get one engaged. Did anyone get married?
Out of Ready to Love?
Yeah, has anyone got married?
Yeah, we had the marriage last season with
one marriage. Yeah, we got one marriage. That's right. Yes.
We have one marriage. We have a couple of still going.
They're still going, but they're not married.
And we had one engagement that broke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very public.
Yeah.
Very public. So again, I like the reality of the show. Like, yeah, this is kind of where, you know, I'm in a profession where there's more males than men, and how I approach relationships, I'm slow in it, blah, blah, blah. So all this is reality in a sense. So I think, if anything, I don't like that they broke it up into 2 parts, and now you want us to be re-engaged at the end of this, when I feel like you lose people trying to come back strong.
All right.
But other than that, these are regular people being in relationships.
Okay. Cool. That's it. We don't know who's going home because they left another cliffhanger. They're supposed to be this week, as far as when that is resolved, but who knows? They might go on another hiatus.
Yeah,
right?
I think they should let them both go.
I think right now, I think it would be ideal if, because I just ran down the list of who I think are the actual couples out of this.
Right, because my thing, if you want to just keep Angie to keep some spice in it.
Let her toxic behind go. Sorry.
Or you're going to let go of what? Deanna go,
she has
because
no connections.
She don't have no connections.
I think those 2 should just be gone.
That's why I was saying it should be 2. But
okay, I can see that.
So if I want to keep a storyline going, we'll get rid of Deanna.
The storyline's done. All the storylines done. We're done. There's no other storylines. Listen.
Just go ahead and do the reunion.
Your scripting's bad. All right. That's it for this one. Listen, let us know your thoughts. Let us know what we might have missed. and meet us in the comments. We'll see y'all next time. Have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.